Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's, took it to my staff.
So it was a very eventful day. I woke up early, went down to have brunch, and then met up with Vic. So we went to CSC without Mindless, because Mindless is no longer in Singapore. So anyways, this was a figure that I got from Mindless. He passed it to Vic before he left. So I finally have Jigsaw. Unfortunately, I don't have him in the suit, which was the version I've always been looking for, but it doesn't matter. So, I do have a Jigsaw figure now. So here I have a man-made cabinet, handcrafted. So you wouldn't believe it, it's crazy. It's like $4 US. So it's wooden with glass. So I just put a bunch of weapons inside. So I have Jigsaw kind of going through his arsenal. So pretty dope stuff. So besides the Jigsaw figure, I got a bunch of other stuff. So I'll probably talk about them over the next few parts of the episode. But mainly, I think the main haul for me was this wardrobe, cabinet, and then the Jigsaw figure, and another prop. I'll probably talk about the prop later when I use it in the display. Okay, so what happens is that I'm doing a display. So I'm want to use Yotsuba, but with an open hand. So I realized the regular version doesn't have an open palm. So here I have another set. Yeah, I'm crazy. I have two sets of Yotsuba. So I have the summer vacation set. So I'm going to use the open palm with that figure. So I'm going to try it out if it works. So stay tuned for the display. So anyways, I got my display set up. So here I'm using one of the Angel series figures. I'm not sure if this is Angel himself. Doesn't really look like the actor, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, this was a figure that I bought from Mindless previously. So here I have Yotsuba with a bunch of props. So these are the dispensing machine, kind of the Dragon Ball dispensing machine. So in her hand, I have one prize that she got from the dispenser, and with the simple cutout gotcha. So I tried getting her in a more animated pose, but I can't get her to stand properly, and it kind of looks awkward. So I thought I'll just simplify the display and have her just holding her prize in hand. So I hope the pictures come out well. Yeah, so I have the picture up on the screen. So I have to say it came out pretty well. I'm quite pleased with the picture. So anyways, I would like to, someone else clicked like on the picture. So I'd like to quickly talk more about the display. So here, Yotsuba is with her dad. So her dad has given her some money to buy some toys. Someone else just clicked like on the picture again. So yeah, just a very simple display. They never made a figure of her dad. So that's why I'm using the Angel series figure to represent her dad. So yeah, just something fun I thought of when I bought these props from CSC yesterday. Quite a good deal. They actually, I managed to get a set of 3. So they are stackable. So if only I had another one to make it even, so that I can make it stackable. But since it's odd numbered, it's a bit weird. So that's why I just put them in a row. So yeah, I'm just grinding as usual. So continue to enjoy Mato. Yeah, anyways, I've been thinking about doing this picture for quite a long time. So it's not the usual, ACBA standard with a proper backdrop and whatnots. But I wanted to do it because it was quite fun. The thing with Lego DC figures is that they are not very well articulated. So it's quite limited what you can do unless you get the Lego sets and everything. But for me, it's just a casual thing. I just bought the Lego Batman because it was pretty cheap. Cost me $4, my currency, so that's about $3 US. So yeah, it was just something that I thought was pretty fun. That the figure itself, with the removable bat cowl and the cloth cape, and with the size and everything. So I just wanted to get it with this picture in mind. The Starbucks cup is pretty iconic. So it was something that worked pretty well. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't post this picture on the ACBA group page. I posted it in Instagram and on my own Facebook wall instead. So yeah, that was what I was up to today. Something else I did, I was kind of inspired by Hugo Arias to start sketching. I love sketching when I was young, but life got in the way. My parents were not really keen on me drawing, spending time drawing. There was schoolwork, there was sports, there was the army, there was my career. So recently I talked to Hugo and he kind of encouraged me to start sketching again. So tonight I did sketch something. So I just kind of something that was kind of spawned from the Lego Batman picture. So I kind of drew the coffee mug. Yeah, so I don't think it's that fantastic, but well, you gotta start somewhere. So I kind of came up with this idea of this character called Joe. So usually the slang for coffee is a cup of Joe. So I just thought I'll call the coffee mug coffee cup Joe. So I just added arms and feet. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I might talk to Hugo about this, get his thoughts about the sketch, and maybe get some ideas how to further improve this sketch. So yeah, that's all from me for the moment. Stay tuned for more Mato, more figure reviews, ACBA, and the works. So continue to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more from Major Awesome. Yeah, anyways, I've been kind of in a slump lately. So what happened is that I've kind of been a bit dry in terms of the ideas I have for ACBA displays. So anyways, I guess I'll give ACBA a rest for a while. I promised a friend to assemble his mini Danbot kit model for him. So what happened is I helped him buy the kit model, but because he's a busy dad, so I'm gonna do him a favor and help him to kind of piece Danbot together. So here is the parts. So I'm gonna get grinding. So anyways, yeah, just something cool. Kind of have this laptop wallpaper, which is a mixture of the Back to the Future, DeLorean, and the Doctor Who time machine. So yeah, just kind of digressing. So anyway, I'm gonna get grinding. So I'll show you some work in progress vids in a moment. Okay, the mini Dan board is slowly but surely taking shape. So stay tuned. Okay, so Dan board is completed in about less than 50 minutes. So job accomplished. Now I'm just gonna do my buddy a favor by painting the certain sections of the Dan board kit model. So I'm gonna paint the coin slot, and I'm going to paint the light switch, and then the Dan board figure is done. So mission accomplished. Well done, Major Awesome. Yep, finish painting the mini Dan board kit model. Pretty simple job. Just a small portion of the coin slot and the light switch at the side of Dan board's head. So anyways, so with the job accomplished, I decided to bring the mini Dan board figure to work so that I could pass it to my friend who works nearby. So before handing it over reluctantly to him, I took a bunch of pics. So I realized that the kit model figure is pretty fun. It's quite handy, very small, easily portable, and can be carried with me. So I'm seriously very tempted to get another one just for myself. So anyways, before I handed the figure over, I took a bunch of pics. So the one on the left hand side is a picture of the mini figure on my office table. So I just kind of prop the figure on my keyboard, kind of in a very chill boss pose, which I thought was quite fun. Not the standard ACBA pictures, but yes, once in a while it's nice to do something different. So I thought it was really cute and very chill. And then later on during my tea break, I had him Dan board in a kind of like a walking pose, walking past the cup of tea. So yeah, just something to kind of freshen up things for myself. But of course, I'll be back to grinding the ACBA scene. So no worries, I'll keep grinding, and like my pictures, please. Okay, so I usually do the really dark pictures, but today what happened was I changed my bulb. So I got a white light instead, and I switched up with the white background. So here I have a custom Fury made by Billy Mahoney, definitely my favorite custom that I own. So here I'm just doing a simple display with Nick Fury. So with one cutout and one prop. So yeah, just getting back to the basics in a way. So I hope you enjoy this very simple vanilla display. For a moment I thought I lost my mojo, but all of a sudden it just kind of came back to me. So I decided on doing a S-Bats picture. So I was kind of racking my brain trying to think of which character to use versus the S-Bats. So I thought, why not the Joker, because the Joker is the Batman's arch nemesis after all. So I thought, you know, the S-Bats will definitely want to target the Joker. So this was something that I kind of thought of and put together. So yeah, I hope the pictures come out well. So I'm going to check them out on the laptop now. Yeah, so you must be wondering why I have a headless rabbit here. So I kind of have an idea for a display in mind. So anyways, more about the rabbit. So this is actually a prop or a figure, I guess you could call it, because it turns out the neck is articulated. So anyways, it was a pair of rabbits from Tommy. So the brand that makes toys for kids. So I chanced upon this pair of rabbits. So yeah, actually in the footage here, there's only one. The other one is somewhere else in my house. I'll probably leave the other rabbit for mindless. So anyways, digressing. So I bought the rabbits in mind to kind of try to remove the head for the display. So it does work after all. So I'm going to quickly do up the display and see how it turns out. So here I have Zatanna, one of my favorite DC characters. So you know, the thing with her is that she's a female sorcerer, a magician. So yeah, so you know, basically the rabbit head is for this. So this would be my money shot. So here I have her with her wand and her top hat kind of levitating. So you know, it's all about cropping off the unnecessary stuff. So in this case, I'm going to crop off the flight stand, so to give the illusion that the top hat is floating. So I have her arms waving about to also create the illusion that she's conjuring some magic. So I think this is a pretty dope picture, if you ask me. So it's been 2 days since I did the S-Bats picture. So I thought I'll do a B-side. So here I have the reversal of roles. So you know, this is after S-Bats had thrown Joker onto the table. So here I have Joker reminding S-Bats that you know, Batman had rules. So it's quite interesting coming from him. So, but I guess that's Joker. You know, he knows the Batman's weakness, which is the fact that Batman doesn't kill. So yeah, it's just an interesting perspective coming from a villain. So I thought that this would be a good picture to do as a B-side. Okay, so I have this crazy big box here. As a size comparison, you can see I have this living room table lamp. So this box is like freaking huger than the lamp. So anyways, this is a parcel from Mark G. Nolan, a great buddy of mine. Gave him a shout out many times before. So yeah, this parcel is still a mystery. Mystery to you viewers. I know what's inside, so I'm sure you're as excited as me to see what is inside. So I'll be unleashing the contents in a moment, so sit tight. So you know, finally open up the package. So inside is actually a diode from my buddy Mark G. Nolan. So I've been playing around with this diode for the past half an hour or so. So it's a very dope diode, very detailed. So you have you know, this light switch, electrical box, kind of this lamp, I reckon, posters, concrete scarring, cracks, potholes, the works. So and then some brick detailing as well. So very dope dio. So this is kind of my lair or warehouse kind of dio. Very dope. Very grateful to him. So this panel here is secured with magnets, and then this panel here is kind of this loose wall, so it's flexible. I can put it on this side, I can put it on this side, I can leave a gap between the walls to kind of have a walkway. So it's a very dynamic prop. So very nice detailing. Very kind of Mark to offer it to me, and I'm very happy that I got it from him. So Mark, owe you big time. So anyway, I did some ACBA pictures, with the X-Force members here. So I have Domino, I have Psylocke, I have Wolverine, I have Phantomax, I have Deadpool, I have Angel, Archangel or Sam Worthington. So I have him in casual wear. So this is actually the Spike figure, but I think it can pass off as Sam Worthington. And then Mark gave me some stools as well, some bar stools, and then I kind of added my own props. So I quite like this display, but unfortunately because of space constraint, once I've done with with the videos and the whatnots, the ACBA pictures, I have to take this apart and keep them to one side, because this is done with paint. Singapore is a very hot and humid country. I don't want the paint to kind of melt, so I'm going to store it in a cool, dry place. So yeah, that's pretty much my quick review of Mark's dio and a brief description of my ACBA display. So this is just Logan talking to them, and yeah, that's pretty much what I have set up here. So I hope you enjoy the pics. Yeah, I know Mark is going to hate this display, but I kind of had to do this because I bought this whole bunch of grocery props. So there's a carton of Coke, there are some canned food, packet drinks, cereal, biscuits, yogurt, whatnots. I think probably minors will appreciate this better. So I just kind of have Yotsuba tiptoeing in front of the cupboard, trying to reach for the Ritz biscuits. So yeah, just a very simple setup, but I think this has never been done before. So this is my $5 Singapore dollars cabinet. So that's the equivalent of about 4 US. So it's really a very dope prop to have. So yeah, I'm going to take some pictures and then of course choose the best one for your viewing. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I was kind of slacking off the past few days, haven't been doing any displays. So I was kind of sharing with Billy Mahoney that I was feeling kind of in how do I describe? Wasn't really feeling it ACBA wise. So he kind of gave me a pep talk. So this gave me inspiration to do this display. So here I have Joker apprehending the movie version of Commissioner Gordon. So this is played by Gary Oldman. one of my favorite actors. So anyways, here I have him with the cutout, so it's kind of self-explanatory. So I have Commissioner Gordon captured by Joker and a bunch of thugs. So they are about to do some damage on him. So I mean, obviously the Batman is going to appear, but that's another display, I guess, altogether. So I'm just going to do this very simple display, but I think it's dope nonetheless. I mean, nothing better than having a bunch of army builders, right? So a big shout out to BDO again for this Christmas present. Thanks, bro. I love these clown thugs. Very enjoyable to do a display. And then I also feel that, you know, the DC figures, the DC characters are not shown enough love in this community. So this is my contribution from a DC standpoint. So enjoy the display. So after taking a look at the pictures, I felt it was kind of weird not to have bats in the picture. So I noticed some empty space at the back, so I just added bats sneaking up on the goons from behind. So I thought that this will be a nice B-side to the picture. So as mentioned many times, Mindless is my muse. So he saw the earlier pictures of the Gordon being captured. So he suggested doing a more dynamic picture. So that is what triggered this display. So I switched things up. So here I have one thug taken out by bats. And then here I have him punching another, and then Gordon is, even though his hands are tied, he's joining in the fun. So yeah, just something I thought I'll try to add to kind of complement the pictures taken yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, so I kind of, I don't know, I can't explain how I came up with this idea. So anyways, I've been to NBC Studios before, more than once. So the last trip when I met Book, in NYC, I didn't make a trip to the NBC Studios again. So I thought it would be quite fun to do kind of like this studio scene. So I have this camera, so I kind of cheated, so I just put it on the flight stand, and then with a cameraman standing behind, and then with the news reader at the table. So this table is actually made by AJ Frost, so there's a slight crack because it broke in transit, but still works nonetheless. And then I just have a lady, Buffy, in the background, kind of watching on. So just some studio staff, and then a newscaster reading the news with the ACBA logo in the background, which I thought was pretty cool. So just a very simple setup, but I hope you guys enjoy it, something fun. And then I guess I'll use this picture to plug my own Mato channel. So yeah, hope you guys like it. So here I am, just having more fun with the movie Gordon, and then of course the part of the dial that Mark G. Nolan made for me. So just a simple display. Here I have Gordon in the midst of interviewing a witness. So here the cutout says it all. So the witness has seen Batman, but different witnesses have said different things about the Batman, so that has led to confusion amongst the cops. So here I'm going to do, this is my A side, I'm going to have a B side in a moment, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I switched things up. Instead of a female witness, I have a male witness now with a similar gesture. So I hope that this display comes out nice. So I'm going to quickly check out the pictures and let you guys have a preview of that in a moment.
That's crispy.
This episode is a special episode for two reasons. One is that Mato is celebrating 2 years. Yep, it's that fast. It's been 2 years since my first episode. And also, coincidentally, as we celebrate 2 years of Mato, I finally hit 200 subs. So the 200th subscriber is a WWE fan. So thank you to you for being my 200th subscriber. So to kind of commemorate these two landmarks, I thought I'll do a quick sharing of my first ACBA picture. So I kind of cringe when I look at this picture because there's no proper backdrop, there's no proper floor underneath the figures. The poses are very stiff. Just overall, this is an example, a classic example of a bad picture. So anyways, I mean, I've definitely come a long way since my first attempt. So it's a good thing that I don't rely on ACBA for a living. So, even now I've improved a lot, but I'm still, my pictures are still not very popular. So, it sometimes amazes me that I'm still grinding, still at it, even though my pictures don't get a lot of likes and my channel has only like 200 subscribers compared to like the big guns like Book and all your very popular ACBA artists. They probably have like thousands of subscribers and they easily get like 200-300 likes per picture. So yeah, anyways, I do it as a hobby, for my own pleasure. So thank goodness I have a full-time job that feeds me and of course pays for fix. So anyways, thanks to my 200 subscribers. Continue liking, commenting and subscribing to Mato.